And we welcome you back. Jim Twiggs, your All-State agent with the hometown high school football game of the week, as we'll have the third quarter kickoff coming your way. You're in good hands with Jim Twiggs on Durr Road in Springfield and on Orchard Run in West Carrollton. Boy, just a totally, it took Tecumseh a quarter and a half to get a score, and then Vandalia, with half of the second quarter, put up 21.
Well, they realized they could throw the ball in the air, and they got some pretty good targets there. And just that throwing the ball and just being able to hit those outside passes.
Yes.
The short passes are always key because they just work your way down the field. You don't have to go for the home run. And they realize, hey, Tecumseh's playing is soft on defense. We could go ahead and get that underneath pass and gain some yardage.
And, of course, the running game has set it all up with the passing game, especially with Martin going through there and scoring, and of course Motter picking up some yardage as well. So it's hand in hand, isn't it, Gary?
Yeah, well, Tecumseh's going to get the ball here on this kickoff.
We'll see.
But they got to work out something too. They got to get some rollout screens. These kids can roll out and also catch that short little pass. They got to get some momentum going because it's going to be a long night here against the Aviators who found their way. Now Tecumseh has to find their way on the offense to get some points back up on this board as the score is 21 Vandalia, 7 Tecumseh.
But you and I have talked about this a lot over our 19 years now, is that short little pass is the thing that'll get things going for you.
And it just, you just eat away at the yardage. It's not a big deal, but what it does is it brings the defenses up because they know that's coming. Then you can send somebody over the top, but I don't think Tecumseh has the firepower to go over the top right now.
No, but they can at least do that short stuff. Yeah. All right, here it is. Kick on its way by Bourne and down into the hands of Wasson at the 10, 15, 20. Heads to the far side of the field. Got a little bit of an opening. He's at the 30, 35, 40. Got one man to beat, and the kicker will drag him down at the midfield stripe. Andrew Bourne puts the big bear hug on him, but again, great field position for Tecumseh as it'll be 1st and 10 right from the midfield stripe.
Real nice run all the way out there. And if Bourne doesn't get that, he's still running towards the end zone.
Yeah, absolutely. So he was kind of the stopgap.
Now let's see how they can use a half field here and get on the scoreboard in this third quarter.
And what does it do to you in your psyche knowing that you had 3 times well inside your opponent's territory and couldn't score in that first half?
Yeah, they're just going to watch where they're throwing the ball. If they're going to pass, they're going to make safe passes. The last couple, the one pick they had, it was just kind of just hung up there too long, and anybody could have probably picked that one out of the air.
Well, things kind of falling apart right now as they start their first drive. They had a lineman that was still sitting on the bench, and he finally made it out there. They're going to hand it off to Burner. Burner puts his head down and will get about 5 yards, and then it's going to be turned back. But it takes a lot of gang tackling. I have noticed that Vandalia, when they get the chance, it's nothing but gang tackling up front. Nose on the 45-yard line. It's going to bring up second down and 5. Now, that'll get you a long way if you can continue to put those kind of numbers on the board and come up with a pass or two. Heading out to the top of your screen, out wide to the right-hand side for Tecumseh is Hunter Mitten. It's a pitch back to Burner. Burner looking for some running room, puts his head down, and will pick up 2 yards, maybe. He gets it down to the 43-yard line of the Vandalia Butler Aviators. So it's going to be 3rd down and a good 3 yards to go for the first down as we are just underway here in this third quarter of action. Just joining us, it was Vandalia Butler looking up at Tecumseh 7-0, and then halfway through that second quarter, Vandalia Butler got hot and scored 21 points to take the lead, 21-7. Pitch back. Burner with it. Tries to cut it back up. He's got the first down, and then it's going to carry people with him all the way down to about the 36-yard line. Well, this kid's got the size that he can carry a few ball players with him, and that's exactly what he did down to the 37-yard line. First down and 10 for Tecumseh.
Tecumseh needs to score in a worse way here because they cannot just run that ball in the fourth quarter. If they get a touchdown here, they're in pretty good shape, but they got a lot of ground to cover here before this game's over.
And then that defense really has to dig in. Ball given away, kind of a draw play there, as it was a delay to Burner. heading up the middle. He gets the football, takes it down to the 35, just inside the 35-yard line. He picks up about 3 on the play. Let's make it second down and 7 yards to go for the first down. 10 minutes remaining here in this third quarter of action. As both these ball clubs, it's hot out, and I love to see this man come out of the huddle. Chase Mansell. Well, they got to wait for me. I'm the first one up there. 370 pounds, 6'4" of him. Man in motion, left to right. Motion man gets the football. Now he has to reverse his field. He's got an opening. He's got the corner. He's got the 20, got the 15, got the 10, 5. Touchdown for Tecumseh as he beat the tackle of Alex Joynes. Joynes had him dead to rights, and he slipped right by him for the score. So just like that, with 9:32 off left here in this third quarter, as Gary had mentioned, that's plenty of time. It is 13-21, and now it will be Tecumseh going for the extra point. And boy, do they need this in the worst way. Into the ball game, number 88, Kenyon Runner, who will try for the extra point as Will Souter will hold the football. High snap, here's the kick. Boy, it's high enough, far enough, goes out to the running track. It is good. So with 9:32 remaining in this third quarter, just like that, Tecumseh comes back and makes it a 21-14 ball game. Look at this.
He reverses his field,
So you look at the score. And then he had the corner. So with 9:32 remaining here in this third quarter, it is Tecumseh on the comeback trail, 21-14 in favor of Vandalia. Vandalia did that all in about 6 minutes of that second quarter. Just outscored Tecumseh. As Tecumseh had the lead at that point, 7-0, and then 21 points run off the scoreboard by Vandalia Butler. Here's the kick. Line drive kick will come down. Nice field like a shortstop. Picks it up at the 3-yard line, comes to this near sideline. It's going to be run out of bounds.
Could be a late hit out there. They want to be careful doing that.
As with the football was number 26
Connor
for
Hendricks.
Vandalia Butler. Yeah, Connor Hendricks. So not bad field position. It will be for Vandalia Butler. It'll be at the 30-yard line. Or check that, 29-yard line. 71 yards away from pay dirt. 21-14, just like that, Tecumseh made it a close ball game again. As Vandalia Butler sets up on offense in their own territory in this third quarter of action. And it's their first time possession with the football here in this second half. Trying to head over the left side, breaking a couple of tackles. There's a flag. What do you want to bet it's holding? As Jackson Akers tried to carry the football, just did not get it very far. Now you make the decision. He actually lost a few yards. Or do you take the penalty? Keep pushing him back. They're going to keep pushing him back. It'll be first down all over again, but now first down and a lot of yards to go. They got to bring the ball out to about the 30. So it's first down and a long way to go. They put the ball in play at the 20 or the 19-yard line. And again, got to come all the way out to about the 40-yard line. There's the other stick. Sweeping this far sideline. Getting away from one tackler, but would not be denied. Trying to come to this near sideline.
Yeah, I knew that was going to be a flag.
Akers. Was there a flag on that, Gary?
Yeah, they hit him way late out of bounds, and the official was way late to throw it. But he was three yards out of bounds when they threw him down on the ground.
Well, you said it in that one play where it was out of bounds, and it could have gone that way.
And it gives him a first down. It's so silly. He's already going out of bounds.
Yeah.
He's out. He's out of the play. And you got him pinned back. Now you're letting him back into the ball game.
Well, you just did let him back into the ball game. You gave him a first down.
Yeah, first down.
Yeah.
And then look at the scoreboard. It's 21-14. Unnecessary.
Very unnecessary.
It was a little chippy down there earlier, but still, there's, the guy's out of bounds. Go back.
Now they're waiting to stretch the sticks again because they are a little bit short of the first down if you mark that penalty off. A second down and about a yard, maybe two.
Looks like they're going to put it about 2 yards. Actually, more than that, right?
They got to get to about the 40, so the ball is right at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be a yard short.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Now they're saying move the chains. That's almost as bad as a couple of years ago where they had penalties against both ball clubs. They marched the ball off 15 yards, then they turned around and marched it off another 15 yards the other way. Could have been just called offsetting penalties. All right, Vandalia Butler ready to move the football now at the 39-yard line, their own 39-yard line. Man in motion. Going to hand it off. Fake. Fake the handoff. He keeps it. Does a nice spin move. That can be called there, but it's not going to be.
That was a pretty good helmet hit by number 26 coming in there. Yeah. Wyatt Ferguson, linebacker. He's 5'6", 185. Watch this hit on the screen. Goes to the outside. Now watch it come across here. And right now, kaboom. And then
that play was over with, yeah.
That could have been a late hit right there.
Helmet to helmet, too.
And the coaches were yelling at him on the sideline, too. Don't do that.
In motion, now motion back the other direction. Looking. Got a man wide open at the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. It's going to be run out of bounds on the far side of the field.
60-yard play.
My goodness, Connor Hendricks was wide open on that far side of the field, and Tecumseh, lucky they caught up with him. As the ball is going to be marked at the 11-yard line, the way it looks, it's going to be 1st and 10. Look at this. This is thrown perfectly, folks.
And the man let him get behind him.
And just let him. Oh.
You're a defender. Everybody stays in front of you.
Yeah. Let him catch it in front of you and then tackle him. Don't let him get behind you because you're just watching him. Straight up the middle again. Get it inside the 10 to about the 9-yard line. And carrying that football for Vandalia Butler is Jackson Akers as he picks up a few yards. It'll be 2nd down and about 8 yards to go for the 1st down.
Gained a couple yards on a play. 2nd and 8 for the Aviator.
Everybody looking to that sidelines, getting the plays. Quarterback moving up, getting ready to call the signals, that being Mason Motter. Oh, he's had a good night tonight, too. Passing and running the football as well. As they give it off to the first man through. And Akers picks up a few more yards as they'll get it down close to the 5. What is it, about the 6-yard line? And let's see, the ball is going to be about 5 yards short. 5 yards short of the 1st down. They've got to get it down in the vicinity of about the 2-yard line. So they're at 7. And knocking at the door again, Vandalia Butler, the Aviators, looking to come back from that loss to Harrison last week.
A little confused on the play. They got to have a timeout here. Something. Play clock keeps going back to 25 here. They keep resetting it.
All right, they're still looking over to the sideline. Now the play clock starts.
There we go.
Well, that was late. Nobody in the backfield, by himself as Motter to call the signals for the Aviators of Vandalia. Looking over the middle, and no, overthrew his intended receiver. But I think...
Let's see what kind of kicking game Vandalia comes up with.
Yeah, as Nicholas Murphy was back there, but he wasn't going to get it. It was just thrown high.
Yeah, number 17, it looks like it's going to be...
All I can think of is Jason Bourne. Bourne ultimatum. So Bourne will kick the football, and they're going to spot it down at about the 13.
It'd be nice to get a block from Tecumseh, but the Aviators want to go up here by another 3 points.
3 points, yeah.
23 to 14 at least. Here comes the rush.
And it's a fake. It's a fake, and looking to go. Got it open. They got to get to him, and touchdown, Vandalia Butler.
What a play.
Touchdown, Vandalia Butler. Who came up with that football? It looked like it was Mike Masters over on the far side of the field. Comes up with that score from 7 yards out. And now Bourne will try for the extra point. Wow. So it was Mike Masters just found himself wide open to that far flat. Brought in the football, and there was nobody there to catch him either. Bourne will try for the extra point. So instead of going up by 10, it'll be 14 points. Looking for the 28th point on the scoreboard. And again, 21 of those points came real late in the second quarter. That one's kicked up and through there, and it is good. So with 6:20 remaining in the third quarter, Vandalia stays hot. Now watch this play. Watch it. Throws it right there at the pylon.
Nice concentration to get into the end zone.
Nice pass from Alex Joinas as he got the score. And that's where we stand here at Spitzer Stadium on the campus of Tecumseh High School. Quick. And we'll see how that one goes next week in already week number 3 of the high school football season. You know, so far, we're taking a look at the voting on who would win tonight's football game. And many of you had Vandalia Butler winning this football game. It didn't look like it for a long time, and then all of a sudden, Vandalia caught fire and are now out in front to the tune of 28-14.
Halfway through this third quarter.
Yeah. And as I've been mentioning, they didn't have anything on the scoreboard until about halfway through the second quarter. Well, their last score came with what, 20 seconds left in the half. So Bourne will be booting the football off. Wasson is back deep. Looks like number 24, Wells, back deep as well. Low kick. Hitting up and finally falling on the football at about the 20-yard line, 22-yard line, is the Tecumseh Arrows. Don't forget to stay tuned for tonight's Good Hands Player of the Game Award winner. All states, you're in good hands with Jim Twiggs on Durr Road in Springfield and on Orchard Run in West Carrollton. Just give them a call. 390-3330 is that number to call. All right, it's going to be Tecumseh's football just across the 20 at the 21-yard line. It would have behooved them not to put their arm up and knock the football for Tecumseh, but one of the up men did that and fell on it. Coming this way with the football, trying to find some running room and not getting a whole lot. Jaden Masick picked up maybe a yard, maybe 2. So it's going to bring up, after a 2-yard gain, second down and 8 yards to go for the first down. Actually, to be honest with you, it's still early, a lot of time in the ball game, but with a 28-14 lead, the defense of Vandalia pretty much can pin their ears back and just go right after you. I mean, it has been working with the football. Sweeping to that far side of the field was Gavin Watson, and Watson didn't get much of anything. The far side of the field looked like Vandalia thought there was a fumble there, but there wasn't. It's Tecumseh's football at the 25-yard line, but they are still far short, 6 yards short of coming up with a first down. The clock rolls with 5.5 minutes remaining as Caden Riley comes back into the ball game for Tecumseh. Boy, this leaves you nowhere land, Gary. I mean, you've been running the ball all night, have not much of a passing game.
Clock keeps ticking.
Yeah.
That's the killer when you don't have a passing game.
Yeah. So here's the pitch again. Burner with it. He's caught in the backfield. Does a spin move, but he is not going to go anywhere. The ball's loose. And Vandalia is saying they got it back. Vandalia's football at the 25-yard line.
It's the second turnover for Tecumseh.
And what seems to always happen is you try to get that extra yardage. Watch this. Trying to get the extra yardage. He's there. Didn't go down. Does a spin move. There goes the football loose.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Let's see where he is here.
With his
see him, his hip comes down. Right there, he's down. He's down.
Oh, he is down. Well, the football was out of his hands by then.
Yeah, it's a little hard.
Yeah, it really is hard to tell.
Angle.
Yeah. What do you think?
Oh, there's the ball. Scoot down.
Yeah.
Hard to see on that angle.
So Motter in at quarterback for Vandalia. Looks left, goes right. There he's got his man Johnson. Oh, did you see the spin move?
Who used to do that from Ohio State, huh?
Oh.
And they just said he got cut.
Oh, come on, Gary, don't leave me in suspense. It's a kid from Wayne, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, I just heard that he was cut, but that's a typical, really good move. Those are the passes that are so effective. We've said that more teams should use to Bryant Johnson. They don't have his height listed, but he's playing basketball, folks. He's at least 6'4".
At least.
He's the tallest one out on the field there. Good hands. Good player for Vandalia.
And good moves. With the football, hitting straight up the middle was Jackson Akers. Jackson will pick up enough for first down. So it's going to be first down and 10 to go. If they are to get a first down, it's got to go down just inside the 4-yard line of Tecumseh. Anything further, it's a touchdown. See if he goes. He's been in motion all night. He's wearing me out, Connor Hendricks.
On the 18-yard line.
And split out to the bottom of your screen is Johnson. We'll see if Motter looks that way. Nope, he's going to hand it off. Over to the left side. Coming up with football, number 23, that being Jackson Akers. So Akers will pick up a few. Not many. It's going to bring up second down now, and 8 yards to go for the first down. So he didn't pick up much. But at this point, you just keep grinding the football.
Yeah, look at them. Look at that play clock, running it all the way down, using as much time as they can.
Smart move.
And
Very
getting
smart
that call in from the bench over there with their Chris Corey, not Chris Corey, John Puckett.
Ball snap back.
Look at that nice
little flat. Johnson's
how
got
effective
it
is
at
that?
The 5.
Touchdown.
Johnson goes in for the score. Touchdown. You just knew when he caught that he had the big,
he's got the
big
footwork.
long strides, and he was in.
He's got the basketball footwork to get you into the end zone.
So with 3:10 remaining here in this third quarter of action, it is 34-10 in favor of the Aviators of Vandalia Butler. Now Bourne will try for the extra point on the hold of Alex Joynes.
And I think at this point, Vandalia Butler can not let up, but take a little sigh of relief here as that kick is up and good.
And it is good. So with 3:10 remaining in this third quarter, it is now 35-14. Look at this pass play. Look at this. Look at that move. And he just spins right at the pylon, goes in for the score.
3 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the third. There's the pass again.
It looks a little bit like Randy Moss. He just comes up and catches it. Yeah, got those big strides. So now 35-14.
And you have a running offense. And you have just a little over 15 minutes to go. And you got to get into the end zone on big plays.
Well,
all you have to do is just mimic what they just did.
Yeah.
Is those short little down and out passes.
Yeah.
But you can't right now. You can't run the ball for the rest of this game.
And what does that do to you? Well, they're pinning their ears back and going, guess what? We're coming after you. And that's what's going to happen. So with 3:10 remaining here in this third quarter, Vandalia Butler coming out onto the field. Bourne will tee the football up at the 40, and it will be the Tecumseh Arrows going back to take it. Number 8, Gavin Wasson, I should say, and number 24, Kyle Wells back deep, as they'll stand back at about their 5-yard line and pick up this kickoff by Bourne. What started out as a pretty good night for Tecumseh. They were ahead 7-0, and pretty soon it was 21-7, and that's all she wrote, at least to this point. Not saying they can come back, but Gary brought up a very good point. If you're a running football team, you got to watch it. It's a fake reverse, with the football coming straight up. There's your big play if he can break it. Wasson at the midfield stripe trying to outrun Bourne. He does that, and he is stopped, and then he keeps going. He's down to the 10, 5, touchdown. Gary, there's your big play.
Boy, that is a 90-yard. I think he got that around the 10-yard line.
It was about the 10-yard line. Did the fake reverse and took the ball and outrun people. And then out-muscled him when he got down into Vandalia territory.
That was just beautiful, and he did exactly 92 is what they're saying.
They're saying 92-yard touchdown kickoff return. Boy, what's this going to do for your psyche, Gary? They're calling it 92 yards. So the bench is calling for something and pointing at people, and I don't know what that's about. In to try the extra point is Kenyon Runner, and holding it will be Souter as we await the snap. And this is really important, this extra point. It's up, it's on its way. Did it make it? It's good. Boy, it just made it in that right upright. Just made it in with 2:53 remaining, 35-21 in favor of Vandalia. Butler over Tecumseh. But if anything fires you up, it's got to be that run. Holy moly, look at that. Now watch him break this, watch him break this. He breaks that tackle, gets away, and says, I'm gonna keep going. Reaching for him was Bourne, and then he just outruns people all the way to the goal line. What a beautiful, beautiful 92-yard scamper for the score. And he's a little warm, trying to suck in that air. And Gavin Wasson, what a nice job. As Tecumseh back on the board, 35-21. And Gary, you called that right. They have to be big plays. As the ball is being teed up by Tecumseh. And we'll see Kenyon Runner get this kickoff. Kick it deep and try to pin him deep. All right, here we go. Here comes the kick. Nice high end over end kick, going to bounce at the 15. It just stops right there, finally picked up, and trying to in their own territory. Ball at the 15-yard line. 2:47 remaining in this third quarter. Out in front, 35-21. I got to tell you, it's hotter up here than it is out there on the field.
Coaches are having a good time though. Next door, they're in an air conditioning.
Oh, they're in air conditioning.
Yeah, it could be cooler in there.
Well, let's go in there. That was always like us in school.
All nine of them need the door open.
Ball snap back. Straight up the middle with the football, and bam! Boy, just knocking him backwards was that Tecumseh defense. As trying to run with it was Akers. Watch this. He stood up and boom. There it is. There it is. Just bam, go backwards. The man that started it all for Tecumseh was Wyatt Ferguson.
Need a big stop right here.
Yeah. Very big stop. Second down and 11.
Better yet, they need a turnover here.
Well, that would put the icing on the cake, wouldn't it?
Yeah, turnover would be just what the doctor ordered.
All right, here we go. Waiting that snap from center. Long, long count. Throw it out into the flat. Guess who's got it? Johnson.
First.
And it is going to be, I don't know.
First down.
Did he get,
I think he got the mark.
Yeah.
And that was soft coverage on that outside.
That was very soft coverage.
Watch
this
replay,
play.
Yeah.
As a Motter looking. Got him cutting across.
3 players around him, but not close enough.
Not close enough. They spun him around, but still his forward progress would have been the 26-yard line. 26-yard line, first down, 10 yards to go. Vandalia, Butler right in their own territory right now as they've got things split out. One running back in the backfield next to the quarterback. Here comes a man in motion to this near side of the field. Throw it out in the flat. Johnson's got it again. As the stutter step breaks loose. And then Tecumseh was lucky as they nailed him around the ankles, and Johnson just could not stay upright and went down to the turf. But nonetheless, another first down. Watch this play. Right on that flat. Short pass. right there, missed the tackle, goes, and the Q got enough of his ankle just to bring him down.
Q is about 7 yards off of him. That's way too much for him.
Yeah.
You got to bump and run and get some contact with him at the line of scrimmage.
Got to stop him right there. Got to just throw him off of his stride. Ball is across the 35, 37-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. And again, Vandalia moving the football straight up the middle. Boy, he's been doing well with that. He carries out the fake so well when he's not running the football that when Mason Motter keeps the football, everybody's going in every other direction, and Motter's got some room right up the middle. He's done that a lot so far this evening. Butler up to the line of scrimmage. He's got a couple of receivers to the top of your screen, one to the bottom. Tecumseh's defense is set. They hand it off wide open up the middle.
First down.
Yeah, Akers just found some running room, and again, kind of did that little bitty stutter step and then took off, and he had the first down as he got into the secondary. So with 53 seconds remaining here in this third quarter, boy, this is a nice drive, Gary. Started all the way back at about the 15-yard line. We need to get some ice packs up here. It is warm. I'd hate to be down on the field right now. It's probably really warm. Man comes in motion this direction, then stop, goes back. Looking for Johnson, but Motter keeps it. He's got a little bit of running room, and they bring him down just as he crosses the 50 to the 49-yard line. And that is going to be a pickup on the play of 4 yards, so it's going to be second down and 6. There's 20 seconds remaining in the third quarter, and it's an official timeout as one of the Tecumseh Arrows is down on the field. And I think he was down earlier. It was Tommy Rowe, I think. Yeah, I think I saw number 50 there. But they're out there talking to him. You know, in this kind of weather too, Gary, what else do you worry about? Cramps.
Unless you're in the coach's box up here with the air blowing on you. It's nice and cool up here, but down there it's hot for him, right?
Boy, it is hot down there. It's hot in here.
Yeah. One of the things you got to look at is the 92-yard kick return. Here it comes
look at this.
right now.
Look
Watch.
at this. It was that fake reverse, and then he's got everybody covered. He's got him, and finally he's caught up to. But look at how he gets out of that tackle. He was just not to be denied on that football carry for the touchdown. Bobby Butler had him and just couldn't hold on to him. And then, of course, out into the flat, Randy Moss. That's who he reminds me of, Bryant Johnson. Good ball player. And they're actually going to carry him off the field. And this still could be cramps. I don't know. All right, they're going to bring him off. It is pretty warm. They're going to take him over to the sideline and try to fill him full of fluids. 20 seconds remain here in the third quarter. And we've got a 35-21 lead by Vandalia. They started this drive back at about their 15-yard line. And they've just been moving it forward ever since. And this offense caught up and got fired up finally on all cylinders about halfway through that second quarter, and they haven't been denied since. Tecumseh has had some big plays, but boy, not enough. And I think Gary hit the nail on the head. When you're a running offense, you better stay ahead in the ball game. And that is the end of the third quarter of action, with Vandalia Butler leading 35-21. We'll have fourth quarter action coming up on the local TV for me, Sports Network. We are back. Fourth quarter action coming your way on the All-State Hometown High School Football Game of the Week. And there it is, 35-21. In favor of Vandalia Butler over Tecumseh. On the second down play, picked up about 4 yards on the run is Akers. It's going to bring up second down, check that, third down, and about 3 to go. As the ball is right right at the 45-yard line. They're going to make it down to about the 42.5 for the first down. Clock runs, and Tecumseh's got to get that ball back. And, of course, we're down to 15 seconds and doing the right thing. You're in the lead. They're taking their time, and that being Vandalia. Waiting the snap from center. Here comes a man in motion to the near side of the field. They're going to hand it off. Akers with it. He's going to go down to about the 40. Then he's going to be pushed back, but that's going to be plenty for the first down. First down and 10 yards to go for Vandalia Butler. I'd be surprised if you see the ball in the air anytime at all in this ball game for the rest of it by Vandalia. Unless they want to just, that'd be a trick play probably. Don't forget, coming up at the end of the ball game, we have got our Good Hands Player of the Game award winner, as we do every week for a lot of years. Coming in motion to this near side. As they
that's a nice
fake
play.
it. That's another nice play by Motter as he rides that running back in there and then just pulls it out and keeps going and picks up positive yardage. That's a pickup on the play of 6. Going to make it a second down and about 4 yards to go for the first down. Ball at about the 35-yard line. Got to get it down to about the 31. And again, taking their time. The clock is down. The play clock is down to 10 seconds. And it is down to 8, 7, and 6 seconds, and they go. There's Motter with it again. Faked the handoff, took it over the right side. He faked it to the left, then turned around and took it to the right and picked up positive yardage again. Down inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. First and 10 for Vandalia as they are on the roll again with 10 minutes and 3 seconds remaining here in this football game. And from halfway through the second quarter, Gary, it's been all Vandalia Butler. As Tecumseh just cannot fire and keep it firing on all cylinders. Motter looking, got Johnson in the end zone. No. Incomplete pass. I thought for sure that they were going to get Johnson in the air to pick that up. Watch this. Let's see. He goes up. And just
good defense. Good defense.
Wow.
Lucky he didn't get flagged because he didn't turn his head back around.
Yeah. Well.
But they got away with it. Broke it up. They do not need another score from Vandalia right now.
No, they don't. They need to stop them here, hold them back,
and get another touchdown here.
Somebody down right now from Vandalia, and as the play goes on, Gary, it gets hotter and hotter for those guys down there, and the hydration has just got to come better. Stay tuned now for tonight's Allstate Good Hands Player of the Game Award winner from your Mr. Good Hands for a lot of years, Jim Twiggs on Durr Road in Springfield and Orchard Run in West Carrollton. Give Jim a call, 390-3330, the Good Hands Player of the Game Award winner, and we'll do that after the ball game and the post game. Getting up slowly and then heading for the sidelines, number 64, Dylan Buchanan. He'll sit down for a while. Here comes the offense. And they're ready to go from Vandalia Butler. Number 4 coming to this near side of the field, Ryan Wilson. Motter still in the quarterback. And the guy that's done very, very well tonight running the football has been Jackson Akers.
It's you. What's your name, sir?
They spread it out there. They got Ryan Martin, Ryan Wilson, Jackson Aker.
Wow, handing the football off. And that time it worked just the opposite. I think they were watching Motter as he rode the back end, but then handed it to him and just went straight up the field, put him down. But it looked like he was in to score.
They're doing a hurry up right now.
Yeah, they are.
It's first and goal for Butler.
And Motter takes a quick snap from center. Motter with the football.
Touchdown.
Creeps up over the right side. He's got it in for the score. That has been, how many times has he done that? He just fakes it, rides the running back in, keeps it, pulls it out, and keeps it and goes around, gets the running room, and
play
gets
option
into the
there,
end
yep.
zone. Yeah. 41-21. Trying to make it 42 is Vandalia Butler. as Bourne into a try for the extra point. He'll have to ice down his leg. He's done a lot of kicking tonight. There it is. It's on its way. High enough, far enough. It is good. So with 9 minutes and 6 seconds remaining here in this football game from Spitzer Stadium, it is a 42-21 ball game, as it has been Vandalia Butler doubling the score on Tecumseh. Watch this. He just goes around and barely is touched. He dove for the end zone, and the only one hitting him at that point was Caden Riley, but he was already in for the score. Yeah, I'd be pretty happy myself. The kid has had himself a good ball game, Gary. So with 9:06 remaining on the All-States Good Hands Player of the Game Award winner coming up. And again, we'd like to thank Abigail Townsend and Anna DeWitt for the throw for dough. They both hit the same spot on the banner. A little bit more to the right, and they would have given away $1,000. So let's see who goes back deep. Heading back deep for Tecumseh will be number 24, Kyle Wells. And on the bottom part of your screen will be Gavin Wasson. Gavin would like to have the same kind of carry that he did before, a 92-yard score for the touchdown. That's the first time we've seen a touchdown run like that on a kickoff in a long time.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been quite a while. Bourne will approach the football. On its way. And they keep it away from...
Here's a reverse. Nope.
Yeah, they do it again, and here they come this way. Wells with the football. He's got some running room and does a nice job. Gets it out to the 39-yard line. And we may have another cramp here. Those are the worst things in the world. I actually said to a trainer once, can you cut it off and put it back on later? Oh, it was just horrible. So there'll be some stoppage of play here with 8:57 remaining. Don't forget, we're going to be over at Shawnee next week, as Shawnee will be taking on and hosting Thurgood Marshall in a football game. Thurgood Marshall from Dayton. And, of course, Shawnee trying to come up with another victory and move forward to their football season.
Well, it is hot as can be down there on the field, and you know when you have the hydration, you got to do that all day long. You just can't do it right before a game.
Yeah.
You just have to keep it circulating. Actually, it wasn't too bad when this game started, but I guess we're in for some really hot weather coming up next week, so it's miserable again. And then you got the almanac coming up saying that we're going to have a really bad winter here, so we might as well enjoy the winter time coming up.
That's the one nice thing, though, about being kind of retired is...
What do you mean kind of retired? You're retired. There's no such thing.
Not
as
according to my wife, I'm not.
Not kinda.
She finds everything for me to do. But the nice thing in the wintertime is...
snow.
My son calls me, he says, Dad, it's snowing, what are you going to do? Turn over and go back to sleep. That's about how simple
Put
that
another
is.
log on the fire.
Yeah. Well, that would be tough because we don't have a fireplace.
That's right, you burnt your house down.
Yeah, we already did. Coming to this near side of the field, going to pick up a couple of yards, and that being Wasson. So Wasson gets it across the 40 to about the 41 and a half, maybe 42-yard line. So it's going to be a 2-yard pickup, second down, and 8 yards to go.
And that clock's ticking, big time.
They need a passing game. They
Yep,
really
and,
do.
you know, that'll come. They're a young team.
Yeah, that's
that'll
true.
come. You know, they can only do with what you got. You know.
Going back, got a man open, and again, a little bit too far. That was nicely thrown. Just could not catch up with it, and that being Hunter Mitten.
But again, Lee, you don't need that big pass.
No, you don't.
You need the short one down the field. Let your receiver go for it.
Now,
and I don't know why in the world they don't have Gavin Wasson on some kind of a little route pattern, a little chair pattern, a little down and out, and give him the ball and let him go.
Just sit back and look what Vandalia did.
Exactly.
How did they start their drive? Short.
Just pass
bam.
it to Gavin and let him go.
Over the middle, and
intercepted
it's going to be
almost.
Oh, we got a flag. That may be.
But they got to take advantage of it real fast.
I was, and we've talked about it how many times. The play that will constantly work for you, I think, is that play over the middle.
But no high school player ever runs that. They know they're going to get hit. Remember, we used to talk about Miles Tremp.
Yeah, I
and he
know.
was one of the last ones that did it over the middle.
And he'd get his clock cleaned a couple of times and go right back to it.
Yeah, but he gained what? 12, 15 yards a catch.
A catch. Well, that's some guts. But
And
yeah,
he ended
it
up
did.
playing in college up there at Ball State, I believe.
Ball State he did, you're right, for the Cardinals. Handoff over the right side. That's going to go nowhere. As,
that just wastes time right there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what
You're not
do
into
when
a
you're
running
ahead.
game here. You're into a passing game, however you can find it.
Mm-hmm. So Burner picks up a yard. That's going to bring up second down and 9. Ball is at the 44-yard line. Or check that, not the 44. We're talking about the 41-yard line.
You know, it's one thing to depend on Gavin, number 8. Keep your eye on him, but they need him out in the flat for a pass.
Yeah, they do. Here he comes onto the reverse, and that one's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, that's going to be.
As Masick tried to carry it, but standing right there in front of him were the Aviators, and weren't going to let him go anywhere.
Down under 7 minutes and 30 seconds.
John Puckett, head coach, his first season at Vandalia. I'm sure he had some reservations last week after getting pounded by Harrison, but boy, tonight they've looked good.
Well, where did he come from?
Came from Centerville.
Centerville, great defensive coordinators and people over there. They do a great job at Centerville.
Rolling to that left side. He's got some running room. Just got to keep going. And he's going to make it down to the 30-yard line, and that being Souter.
Yep. Do not throw that ball away. Just keep it.
I thought for sure he was going to get over there, but he held on to it. Nice job. Nice job.
And he held on to the ball, too, after he was hit.
Yeah.
30-yard line.
You get late in the ball game. Sometimes that's easier said than done, hanging on to the football. Let's see. Burner he's in the backfield. In the backfield along with Souter. Souter rolls. Got it to this near side. Looking. Got it downfield and incomplete. The intended receiver there was Caden Riley, but Alex Jonas, boy, he got over the top of him, and I don't know what he was saying.
It wasn't a bad pass because it was only there for the receiver to catch.
Yeah.
And you got to make that scoop catch because if he throws it up, it's a pick. But it was not a bad pass right there.
Well, you know, that's absolutely right. He throws it up, could be a pick 6 because they're out in the flat and there's nobody else there. We are down to 6:48 remaining in this ballgame. 42-21 in favor of Vandalia. They fake the reverse. Souter's coming out. Got a man over the middle, and that one is
picked.
Intercepted. It is picked off by Gavin Casella. Casella gets the pick. Looked like a good pass, but now watch this. Casella just takes it over. Comes right over, and gets at the intended receiver there. Looked like Cameron Sherman, and he's happy. He should be. He's played a good ball game tonight.
So 2 turnovers for both of these teams tonight.
Yeah.
And we started off saying the one that turns it over the most is going to lose the game. Well, we're tied right now. Vandalia Butler had those fumbles right at the beginning, and then that one tip pass. And then here we go with Tecumseh with 2 interceptions. Vandalia should run this out now at 6:41.
Yeah. And it's a handoff. Now I just noticed there, it looks like they've got somebody on the quarterback as well. But Akers picks up maybe 2 yards. Second down and 8. Ball is at the 21-yard line. Second down. And Vandalia just looking and watching that play clock as everything just is right on time right now. Just take your time. You've got the victory. Now they're going to pass. Motter has got Johnson heading downfield, but he can't catch up with it. Whoa. They had the right idea, but I'll tell you what, making it stride for stride was the guy they called the Q for Tecumseh. Watch this. He throws it up. Spitzer Stadium, 42-21. Let's see how Vandalia plays this one. With the football is Mutter. Gets it out in the flat. It's got the man. Nice spin move. Boy, he got it close. He got it close, and that being Jackson Akers. Thought they had him dead to right, back even further than that, but he did a spin move and got to within about a yard, didn't he, Gary? Short of that, just short of the first down. Let's watch the spin move. Here he goes. Bam, that's where I thought he got it, and then somebody pushed him forward, but his knee touched just before he got that first down.
Tecumseh will get the ball back here.
Wasson with it. Well, he'll get it. Back at the 35.
Flag.
Snap. Flag on the play. Wasson says get away from it. It's going to take a Vandalia roll. It's going to be dead at 30. And let's see who this penalty is on. If it's on Tecumseh, it's a first down. I'm talking it over. As we have got 5 minutes and 8 seconds remaining. Illegal procedure. This is going against Vandalia. Make him kick it again.
And send the house.
Yes, absolutely.
You rough the punter, so what?
So what? You're behind right now, 42-21. So they're going to walk it back. And Wasson will get another chance at coming up with football. Now remember, he had that fantastic 92-yard run on the kickoff. So let's see if he can do it again when it comes to putting the ball in the end zone on a punt. As the officials over talking to the coaches with Vandalia, and they're not real happy. As Bourne will do the punting, but he'll be standing back now just inside his 10. We'll probably let this punt go at about the 11 or 12 yard line.
Not much of a rush on there at all. Look at
No,
that.
no.
Oh, high snap.
Oh,
There
high
you go.
snap goes into the end zone. He does get a kick away. How'd he do that?
He gets out at about the 10. Let's see
Yeah.
if he's going to mark it. He did a good job getting it.
He did do a good job.
But that's when, if you have a rush on there, that could be a touchdown right there.
Wow, looked like Australian rules football there for a minute.
He did the best he could, so that was a good job by the punter.
Good job. It's going to be the 15-yard line where they're going to place it.
Now you got 30 seconds to put it in the
Yeah.
end zone and kick off again.
Boy, and you need to do that. All right, ball at the 15-yard line. Tecumseh will head to the line of scrimmage with nothing but what's the first time I've seen him run to the line of scrimmage, as he got his second win. Chase Mansell. We're talking about him, 6'4", 370. Pitch back. Burner with it. And not going to pick up much. I thought he was going to cut it back a little bit sooner than what he did. He just ran into a host of Tecumseh arrows. Got to bring up second down now and about 8 yards to go for the first down. Second and 8. Right here on local TV for me, Sports Network. Lee Ryan, Gary Littell. We're like an old married couple, just getting wrinkly together. 4:27 remaining. Up the middle, Burner with it, inside the 5, spinning his
Touchdown,
way to the
Tecumseh.
goal line, and touchdown for Tecumseh. Holy moly. Well, Gary, you said it when we started this. They had to score quick. That's pretty quick. 4:20 remaining. 27 points on the scoreboard now for Tecumseh. They still got to get a couple of touchdowns real quick just to tie it up. All right. Getting ready to try for that extra point. Coming out of the ball game is Wasson. Tecumseh gets up to the line of scrimmage. Souter will be holding the football. Kenyon Runner will kick it. It's up, it's on its way, and it is good. So with 4:20 remaining here in this football game, Tecumseh keeps making a ball game out of it. 42-28. Was that a look at that run? Look at this kid. And I mean, he's just dragging people. What a nice play by David Murner. 6'2", 220 pounds. That's a running back. Holy moly. And see who's back deep. Johnson back deep. They're not going to want him. They're not going to want to get the ball within 20 yards of him. And just get it across there and run like crazy to come up with a football. But we'll see.
I think you might be better off pinning them way back deep and just trying to look for another 3 and out.
And now Vandalia Butler calls the timeout.
Timeout, Butler.
They're probably hot. You think? They want to get in some air conditioning quick. Well, that's not getting it quick. It is Allstate, your good hands guy. That's Jim Twiggs. We thank you, Jim. At 2985 Deer Road in Springfield and 2781 Orchard Run in West Carrollton. Of course, Jim has been given that award away, the Good Hands Player of the Game Award, for a lot of years, and that'll all be happening during our post game. Jim Twiggs, your Allstate's good hands man. It is Tecumseh getting ready to kick the ball off. And Tecumseh just called a timeout right before Kenyon Runner was going to approach the football and kick it off. And Vandalia Butler's still over there. You know, I think you're right, Gary. I think you kick it deep because there's still time. There's 4:20. Pin them deep. And if they try to pass the ball at all, that stops the clock. Johnson's, well, he's over on this side. Well, they don't, now you kick it deep. Boy, they got it. I thought for sure after they saw that they might kick it deep to try to get the ball to roll close to the.
You're just giving them a short field now. It's a gamble. It's a gamble.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And this late in the game, I don't know. With 4:20, yeah.
You still got time.
Yeah.
Still got time.
The time of possession for on a scoring drive from the Aviators is about 3.5 minutes. So they got a pretty good run at it.
I'm trying to look to see who did recover that ball for Vandalia Butler. And Vandalia Butler switching his sides, coming over to this near side, man in motion. Coming to their side, and that's going to be offsides on Tecumseh, unless he was forced offsides. And we shall see. Number, looked like it was what, number 81? Jumped across there. So it's going to be now 1st down and 5. Now you can do whatever you want. 1st and 5. As in the backfield with Motter is the guy that's picking up some good yardage tonight, Jackson Akers. This is a pretty good football team, this Vandalia Butler bunch. They were just off last week. Boy, they certainly have increased their play as Akers takes it up. He just kind of glides through there. He'll pick it up all the way down to the 36-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. 1st down, 10 yards to go. 10-yard run. Personally, I thought Motter had the football, but he just handed it up. He's a good little quarterback. And it is Vandalia Butler's ball. And they just keep looking up at the clock and watching it run. And they don't have to do much more than that. 4 minutes and remaining in the ballgame. Play clock down to 10 seconds. All the way down to 6 seconds. And now they're going to take the ball and hand it off up the middle, over the right side. And it's going to be a couple-yard pickup. Yeah, they're going to say now it's closer to 4 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 6 for Vandalia Butler, as they will go to 1 and 1, and Tecumseh will drop to 1 and 1. Play clock just underway, and it's down to 18 seconds, and no hurry to do anything is Vandalia Butler. And coming in motion to the near side of the field, snap back. Motter hands it off. And he hands it off to the guy that's been carrying the load for him, Jackson Akers. Jackson picks up a few more, about 4 more. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 2 yards to go for the first down. Ball at the 32-yard line. Check that, not the 32, it's inside the 30, it's the 28-yard line. Play clock down to 12 seconds. This kind of keeps rolling along. We're down to 2.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Man starts in motion, then comes back. Akers with it again, and he wanted that first down bad, and that's the difference right now. As he gets down close to the 26-yard line, that should be a first down. Another first down for Vandalia Butler. And now they're just taking their time, waiting for the clock to start. There it is. Starts back up, 2:25 remaining here in the football game from Spitzer Stadium. Game number 2 of the season. As, again, both these ball clubs after tonight will be 1-1. Hand the ball off again to Akers. And Akers going to pick up maybe a yard there. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 9. As we had mentioned, Tecumseh coming up with the first score. They were ahead 7-0. And then we got about halfway through the second quarter, and Vandalia Butler scored. And then they scored again. And they scored again with about 20 seconds remaining in the half and went ahead 21-7. And it has been all Vandalia Butler from that point on. Tecumseh had some good shots at it. A 92-yard touchdown run on a kickoff. Motter with the football. Well, he's smart. He follows the running back right through the hole. He faked it to Akers and just followed him right on through. And it is going to be
Gavin Wasson for Tecumseh had that 92-yard run, the kickoff return, plus he had a 45-yard touchdown run.
Yes, so he's played a good ball game.
So he has the rushing yardage alone for Tecumseh tonight, along with, let's not, forget David Berner.
Pass, Motter, got Johnson, touchdown.
Doesn't get it any easier than that, pitch and catch.
Boy, it doesn't. Johnson is just one up, pulled it in, held on to it, and it is now 48-28 in favor of Vandalia Butler.
Morant Johnson comes up with it again. Now, when you think about this ball game, they had the running game going, but without Brant Johnson, this game's a lot closer. He's opened it up quite a bit.
He has.
He shows you how you need to have a balanced attack if you're going to play high school football.
Yeah. And you've mentioned it a lot, Gary. As you get closer to playoffs, you've got to have that well-balanced offense. Kick by Bourne. It is good, and it is now 49-28 in favor of the Vandalia Butler Aviators. So here's the pass. Watch this catch. Goes up.
And he just has that basketball rebound intellect. Goes right up for it.
And Q right there, he never turned around. Had he turned around, maybe he could have knocked it away.
You got to remember that that's a pretty tall number to try to cover.
It is.
But again, that's why you play him tighter, bump and run, so he's not there. Catch the ball.
Catch the ball all the time. Yeah, absolutely. All right, this will do it. There's 57 seconds remaining in the football game, and since the second quarter, it has been all Vandalia Butler. As once Tecumseh finally gets a score and looks like they're going to make some inroads, here comes Vandalia Butler. And I thought after that 92-yard run, we were going to see a lot from Tecumseh, but it just never transpired.
Again, if you have that passing game, you can get right back into it.
Yeah.
And that's something. They're young. We've seen some terrific Tecumseh football teams. So this one's just on the building. They'll get there. It's high school football. Yeah. It's not college. It's high school. They're kids. They're 15, 16, 17.
And you forget that sometimes.
Yeah, there are 15-year-olds out there. You think, oh my gosh, how could you drop that? Well, you're under the spotlight. You're under the floodlights, and the crowd's cheering.
And you start thinking about it.
Here's a squib kick for you, picked up by 26.
Coming this way. He's got some running room. Gets it to the midfield stripe, and across the midfield stripe is Wyatt Ferguson. Takes it into Vandalia Butler territory. And it'll be at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. And again, Vandalia Butler at this point will pin their ears back, and if you run the football, pick up a few yards, so what? But they're going to keep you from passing the football, too. So 51 seconds remaining in the ballgame, 49-28. Coming into the ballgame is Luke Shampton. It's the first time we've seen him. He'll head all the way out to the top of your screen. Man in motion. And they hand it off to Berner, and Berner just meets a stone wall. Maybe a yard on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down, and I said maybe a yard. And
we'll get one more play off here.
Yeah, that's about it. So the ball's still at the 48, no gain. 2nd down and 10 yards to go. Clock rolls as we're just about done with it. 28 seconds. Coming in motion, Berner gets the football. Runs to this near side, not Berner, excuse me, it was Joe Green.
They keep the clock runs. That's going to do it. Clock still runs, Lee.
Yeah, did not get out of bounds. Down to 11 seconds. That is going to do it. I don't think either team wants to run another play just the way they're walking around down there. And we can put this game to bed as it is a 49-28 victory for Vandalia Butler over Tecumseh. Post-game report coming up, and the Player of the Game Award after this on the local TV for me, Sports Network. It is indeed the post-game report, as it was Vandalia Butler. An easy victory after they got past the midway point of the second quarter, 49-28. Gary, let's see how we got to that final score.
If we're going right from the second half, it was at 9:30. We had a 45-yard touchdown run. Now, here it is. Watch him turn his, reverse his field, and he comes back 45 yards. That's Gavin all the way down the sideline, and he dodges that arm tackle, goes into the end zone. And then look at this. This was the pass play that was right into the end zone. Looked like it was going to be a field goal, but no. They're right behind it again. Guess who gets it? Number 13.
Johnson.
Coming across there for another score. And if that wasn't enough, watch what happens here. It's a reverse. No, it's not. And it's a 92-yard touchdown run by Gavin Wasson. That put the score at 35-21. And then right after that, there's another touchdown, a 2-yard run by Mason Motter. That puts it up 42-21. Are we done? No, we're not done yet. Here comes a 10-yard run by Berner, and that makes the score 42-28. Tecumseh's on the hunt. But who comes back? An 18-yard pass, ending the scoring for both teams as Brent Johnson goes up. And the score is now, what we have now, 49-28.
And the All-State Player of the Game Award is being brought to you by Jim Twiggs. This week, the Player of the Game Award goes to who, Gary Littell?
Well, he had the last score of the game, but he was the one that really opened it up. There he is on your screen right there. Number 13, that's Brent Johnson. Congratulations. You're our All-State Good Hands Player of the Game.
Brian Johnson, our congratulations to you, the All-State Player of the Game Award winner by Jim Twiggs. Again, Brian Johnson, our congratulations to you. Join us again next Friday night from Shawnee High School as the Braves will host Thurgood Marshall. On behalf of Gary Littell, this is yours truly, Lee Riley, wishing everyone a very pleasant good evening.